There comes a moment in your life, one cold, agonizing moment, when you realize you've been playing checkers on a chessboard. When every move you've made has been read, calculated, and quietly manipulated by someone else. You thought you had power, freedom, respect. But what you really had was a leash held tightly by invisible hands. Your boss, your partner, your enemies, society. They saw your intentions before you acted. They predicted your every next word. And they laughed, because you were an open book they wrote themselves. Have you ever felt underestimated? Watch people take what you built and leave you behind? Have you ever felt powerless, like a pawn in someone else's strategy? That's not paranoia. That's not weakness. That's the truth most refuse to admit. But today I will hand you the scalpel. Not to heal, but to carve away the illusion. Because the only way to beat the manipulators is to become the strategist they never saw coming. This is your awakening. Welcome to Blind Them Slowly. Part 1. Understand the terrain, the war behind the smile. Power is never given. It is taken, subtly, patiently, like a slow-burning poison slipping into your bloodstream. The truly powerful understand this. Visibility is vulnerability. The moment people see your plans, they begin to resist. They gossip, sabotage, and conspire. Your intentions, if too clear, become targets. Every strength becomes a weapon in someone else's hands, if you let them read you. So what do the powerful do? They operate in darkness. They blind the world slowly. They create smoke, mirrors, and distractions. They show one thing and do another. Their enemies see a fool and underestimate. Their allies see a friend and never suspect. You must learn the supreme art of concealment, of guiding others without them ever knowing they're being led. You must master psychological invisibility. Part 2. The mask. Control the perception, control the game. In the theater of power, you are both actor and director. But most people never graduate from acting. They play themselves. Big mistake. Because if people can read you, they can play you. They will provoke you, mirror you, trap you. Your first task is simple but profound. Create a mask so captivating, so convincing, that no one ever looks behind it. Let me teach you the mask-building strategies of the powerful. The naive genius. Pretend to be too kind, too humble, too simple to be a threat. People reveal more to those they think are below them. The harmless friend. The more relatable and safe you appear, the less they guard themselves. This gives you access to their patterns, their fears, their blind spots. The chaos magnet. Make them emotional, disoriented, reactive. Blindness is born from emotional overstimulation. Feed their ego, then starve it. Praise them publicly, then confuse them privately. They'll never see your hand coming. Remember, what they think you are is more important than what you are. Part 3. The cloak of invisibility. Hide the blade in the smile. The blade must never glisten in the sun. Your ambition must be buried beneath layers of charm, distraction, and misdirection. Those who declare their intentions bleed first. But the silent hunter? The one who lets others chase shadows while quietly weaving his trap? That's the one who walks away with the crown. Let me give you the threefold strategy of psychological invisibility. 1. Obscure your patterns. Humans are pattern-seeking creatures. Once they find your rhythm, they control the beat. So, break your rhythm. Change your tone. Blur your reactions. Sometimes you're hot. Sometimes you're cold. Unpredictability is your camouflage. 2. Feed them false narratives. Let them believe they know you. Let them construct a mental prison based on false data. You'll become a ghost walking through their assumptions. Tell them what they want to hear, then do what you must. 3. Withdraw to control. Pull back to become more powerful. Silence makes them speak more. Absence creates curiosity. Curiosity breeds obsession. They can't blind you if they're the ones groping in the dark. Part 4. The psychology of blinding. Twist the mirror. If you want to blind others, don't cover their eyes, corrupt their vision. Make them see what you want them to see. Here's how you manipulate their lenses. Emotional fog. Use high emotion to blind reason. Fear, desire, anger, they shut down logic and awaken the animal. The moment they're reactive, you have control. Ask yourself, what emotion weakens them the most? Find it, use it, Ego inflation. Praise them. Make them feel superior. Give them compliments they've never earned. Why? Because the more inflated their ego, the more blind they become to danger. They underestimate you. That's the moment you strike. Divide and distract. Keep their minds busy. Feed them gossip, rumors, rivalries. While they're chasing petty battles, you're conquering empires behind their backs. Divide their attention. Split their loyalties. While they're dizzy, you plant your flag in their kingdom. Part 5. The Dark Advantage. Take what they'll never see missing. Let me be very clear. This is not about playing fair. This is about playing smart. There are two types of people in this world. The architects of their destiny and the puppets of others' will. Which are you? The puppets are loud, reactive, obvious. The architects, quiet, calculated, patient. The architects build structures while others are busy arguing over furniture. They take advantage of distraction. They blind slowly, not instantly. It's not a flashbang. It's a fog, a drift, a gentle darkness that settles over time, unnoticed. Here's how you apply this today. Step 1. Identify the watchers. Who watches you closely? Who mimics, questions, sabotages, or manipulates? That's your primary target. Step 2. Feed the image. Create an image they want to believe. Harmless, overly busy, slightly incompetent. They'll lower their guard. Keep feeding the illusion. Step 3. Shift in silence. Make your moves in darkness. Cut ties quietly. Build alliances in whispers. Take resources slowly, so gradually they won't realize until the trap closes. Part 6. The Ultimate Power. Influence without presence. The final stage is the most powerful and the most dangerous. It is the ability to control without presence. To blind others so completely that your influence becomes invisible and yet unstoppable. This is not fantasy. This is the pinnacle of dark psychological mastery. You seed ideas in their minds and let them think the idea was theirs. You make them crave your validation and then withdraw it. You become the hidden frame they hang their lives on. Think of history's greatest powers. Not the kings but the advisors, the whisperers, the shadows. They lived longer, moved freely, pulled strings across continents while appearing as mere servants. That is your final evolution. Not the lion, but the shadow behind the lion.